The Sacramento Kings versus the Golden State Warriors. Most people are going to immediately default to the Golden State Warriors, and I am most people. But I don't just want to go off feel or what the Warriors did last year. I wanted to sit down and look at the numbers and look at how the Kings actually match up with the Golden State Warriors. The first thing I found that is a very positive sign for the Sacramento Kings is they are first in opponents' fast break points. And by first, I mean they give up the fewest amount of fast break points in the NBA. To me, that is shocking. And we all know how dangerous the Warriors are in transition. If the Kings can limit that, that is a huge boost. Now, a negative for the Kings is they give up the 5th most points in the paint in the NBA. The only teams worse than them are the Spurs, the Hawks, the Pistons, and the Pacers. A lot of tanking teams in there. And if you remember last year's playoff run for the Warriors, Steph Curry getting to the rim was a huge part of it, especially against Dallas and Boston, and that looks like it's going to be a problem for the Sacramento Kings. Another bad sign for the Kings is there's two things we know usually gives the Warriors problems, and that's offensive rebounds and forcing turnovers, and the Kings don't do either of those. When it comes to steals, the Kings rank 20th in the NBA, and when it comes to offensive rebounds per game, the Kings rank 23rd. But on the other side, the Kings do not turn the ball over. They have the 9th fewest turnovers per game. That's a huge reason why their offense is so efficient. But just looking at the numbers, looking at how they match up, I kind of have to lean Warriors in this one, and I was looking at it trying to find a reason to go Kings, and I just don't see the matchup here, unless we want to talk about late game execution. Now, clearly the Warriors should have the advantage here, but they just haven't had that all year. And if it came down to a tie game with 1 minute left, do I trust the Warriors to actually get better shots than the Kings? I really don't. I know that's crazy, but I really don't. Steph Curry, Klay Thompson, Jordan Poole, those guys are going to put up some very bad shots in clutch time. Only thing is they are very likely to hit a couple of them. But I kind of have more faith in Sabonis and Fox getting the shots they want. But that's if we get to close game scenarios. Another thing is the Sacramento Kings are a team that is very reliant on getting to the free throw line. I'm not trying to say that they're a foul baiting team, but just being a team that is reliant on getting free throws going into the playoffs is a different monster, especially for a team that hasn't been to the playoffs. But as you guys can tell, I am leaning heavily with the Golden State Warriors here, and I'll just put it this simple. I believe in the Warriors defense. I believe the Warriors defense can get back to where it was last year, and we have no proof of the Kings being a competent defense at all. I believe Draymond Green and Kevon Looney can give Domantas Sabonis a lot of problems. Sabonis is still going to eat, he's still going to get his, but those two guys are probably two of the best guys in the NBA that you would want to put on Sabonis. I believe that GP2, Andrew Wiggins, Dante DiVincenzo, Jonathan Kuminga are all guys that they can put on De'Aaron Fox. And this is another problem I have with the Sacramento Kings. I have a similar problem with the Denver Nuggets. Besides Sabonis and Fox, who do they have that's really going to create? Kevin Huerter, we've seen him do it in the past. He can create a little bit. I will give him that. But overall, there's going to be moments where Malik Monk and Keegan Murray are forced to make plays, not catch and shoot, not finish at the rim, to actually create a play. And I'm not saying they can't do it. I'm just saying I wouldn't necessarily bet on that. And as for the Warriors, they have a ton of guys that can make a play. And the Kings also don't have anybody that can guard these guys. Malik Monk and Kevin Huerter on the perimeter. Jordan Poole is going at those guys. Andrew Wiggins is going at those guys. Klay Thompson is going at those guys. And I just don't see any resistance from the Sacramento Kings, and that's why I'm going to pick the Golden State Warriors. And I'm going to pick them in 6 games. I think they'll put up a great fight. There'll be a couple shootouts, but overall, they won't be able to stop the Warriors from getting to the rim. That, along with the fact that the Warriors are a better rebounding team than the Sacramento Kings, I feel like the Warriors are going to get more shots in this series, and overall, that will be the backbreaker. It'll probably be a close game. Kevon Looney gets an offensive rebound, kicks it out to Steph Curry, and that'll probably end the Kings season. That's just how I feel about it, though. If you're a Kings fan, let me know what I'm missing. Let me know what the Kings are going to do that is going to knock the Warriors out of their rhythm. Because as I look at it, the Kings are going to play the Warriors style with worse shooters and worse defenders and a worse rebounding team. I don't really see how you could go with the Kings unless you just want to say the Warriors just don't look like a serious team, which is a very valid argument. The Warriors look like clowns sometimes. But looking on paper, looking at what these teams do well, looking at the personnel of these teams, if you're picking the Kings, you're just saying the Kings are going to outshoot the Warriors for a 7-game series, and that may happen, but I'm definitely not putting my money on that. But let me know what you guys think about this series. Who do you guys got winning and how many games? All that down in the comments below. I'm out. Peace.